Yay, yay, yay. What is up on this getting warmer day trend arc kind of thing that we got in Texas going now? I saw a video, or more than one maybe, of neo-Nazis, or just plain Nazis. I don't know if you want to call them neo. They were probably hiding. These Nazi people were just, they're sleeper Nazis, waiting for the right time. Just, yeah. But they were in, what was it, Lincoln Heights or something like that, Ohio? I don't know. It's one of those. And like cops are like protecting them, protecting the free speech thing. That's like, yeah, maybe they have the right to free speech, but maybe other people have the right to freely beat the crap out of them. I don't know. Whatever. But anyways, my thoughts on that is, if you want, if anybody encounters those people in their neighborhood, maybe all you have to do is, if you encounter a group of like 6 of those guys, or 10 or 12 or 50, I would suggest maybe you try and wound one of them, and wound them enough so that they have to be taken to a hospital nearby, and then their information is in the hospital, and then you just need to go into the hospital and find the guy's information, and then there you go. You know who that guy is. And since they're Nazis who are covering their faces, there you go. Because they're covering their faces, they're inherently cowardly. So the guy will talk and tell you at least someone else who was there. And then from there, you can get all of them and do what you want, which I imagine should be fun for you. And that's just one way. If they're protesting and the cops are protecting them, just make sure you have phones on you, and I'm sure you could cover all. Make sure you're prepared. And when they go to run away, like the guys did in the U-Haul truck, like little pansy babies, if the cops want to protect them, why don't you just intercept them? I mean, you got phones. You can catch them. And, like I always say, why don't you just hurt the cops? I mean, I don't know. If cops aren't going to do the job, then who cares? Cops are becoming more and more of a problem than they're worth. So, yeah, just who cares? If they're not gonna, do their job as, being law enforcement, then you're gonna have to expunge them yourself. So, yeah. And the same thing with judges and stuff. The same thing with any kind of thing in there. You're just gonna have to do it. And I know YouTube and whatever might just be like, well, we don't like this video, we're gonna send that. Well, I'm sorry. January 6th was a peaceful protest. Well, I'm sorry, we don't have a peaceful president anymore. He's doing things that no other president has ever done in the history of the government. No one. And he's trying to change the law via executive order. And I mean, if you do that, then what name for that do you have other than an aspiring dictator? I don't know. If you're trying to do that, then you got people behind you who are pulling your strings in ways, because Trump's businesses have all bankrupted themselves, and he's been behind them. So obviously the guy is not clever enough to come up with all this stuff. So that leads everyone, including myself, to basically say he is not the mastermind behind this. There are more than one. There is more than one person behind this. So, yeah. And it's just like, it's just so getting dangerous and so out of hand that, like, if you got a community that is going to be affected by this and they got weapons, just get ready and I don't know. YouTube doesn't want me to tell you to start planning your, I don't know what you want to call it other than an insurrection strategy. But when he starts purging military and stuff, that's going to be like, okay, yeah, dudes. I mean, like, that's like, it's like, oh, he did that, and now he's going to dissolve the Senate and stuff. It's like, what more do you need to prove that? I mean, like, if he's getting rid of any military people that don't support him explicitly, and then he gets rid of the Senate, like, and people are still like, well, we gotta fight this with law. It's just like, what kind of spineless fuck are you? Like, he needs to be killed at that point. If we get to that point and people aren't trying to kill him and every Republican, then shit. Well, I'm not saying we're at that point yet, but if we get to that kind of point, then yeah. I'm watching out for it. Because shit. And everybody else should be too. Because that's a scary position to be in. And it's equally scary if he gets, like, voted those powers or something like that, straight up Star Wars style. You're like, oh, the Republicans did it, or the Senate and House did it. It's like, yeah, they did it because there were Republicans in there that voted that shit. It's like the Democrats would have never agreed to it because he's freaking crazy and senile. Ugh. He's already overstepped his bounds by like 200 times with all this fucking executive order. Oh my God. Why don't these people, in addition to this shit, he like, oh, I'm going to get rid of Department of Education. Why doesn't everybody who's at these departments just be like, you can't do that. So I'm just, no. You can't do that. So I'm just gonna keep working here. Like that's like it's like the janitor coming into your office and being like, everybody's fired. You'd be like, yeah, no, like you can't do that. You don't have the authority to do that. So just like keep brooming, asshole. That's your job. I still work here because you don't fire me. So that's what they should do. Like, you don't fire me. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, why are they even like, why do you accept that as a valid thing that happens? Just keep doing your job. Like, get the fuck out of here. Stay at your office and keep cashing paychecks and stuff. And like, if the direct deposit doesn't come there, just like go to the White House and fucking with a bat and just beat not him because whatever. Just find some low level staffer and just kneecap him. Just be like, where's my check, bitch? Give me my money. Straight Stewie style out of fucking from Family Guy. And give me my money, bitch. Mafia stuff. Kneecap him. Give me my money, bitch. Seriously, I gotta start OGing these people. Showing them you got some fucking balls. And you're not gonna be like, all right, I guess I lost my job. No. Get out there and fucking get out there with some razor blades and start cutting. They took your money. Get it back. You think pimps just let their hoes just be like, I don't have $50. Pimps slap. Pimps get in there and they take their money. So do it. Anyways, there you go. That's my thoughts. Old fashioned violence solves stuff. Anyways, boobs.